My girlfriend sneered, "This anniversary dinner is cheap. My ex took me to Paris." I said, "Good for him." Then I paid my half, left her with the bill, and blocked her number. Now, she is texting apologies from her mom's phone. I, 32 male, am still kind of reeling, but also weirdly calm. Tonight was supposed to be our 2-year anniversary dinner, Amanda, 29, and me. I'd booked this new Italian place. Great reviews, nice, not crazy expensive. Romantic, I thought. We're halfway through our main course, and Amanda's been a bit off all evening. Quiet, then prickly. I asked what was up. "Nothing, I'm fine." Classic. Then she sips her wine, looks around with distaste, and says, "You know, for our 2nd anniversary, Edward took me to Paris." Edward, her ex from 5 years ago. The one she too often brought up when she wanted to make a point about something I wasn't doing or buying. I just looked at her. My lasagna felt like lead. "Paris, huh?" Yeah, she goes, swirling her wine. "Dinner overlooking the Seine. This is nice, Ryan, but it feels a bit cheap, doesn't it?" For 2 years? Cheap. That was the word. For a dinner I was excited about, had planned. Something just clicked. Not angry, more like a final puzzle piece. I felt for a while like I was constantly being measured and found wanting. Little digs, constant comparisons, her suggestions for how I could improve, always involving spending more on her. I put my fork down. Calmly, I said, "Good for him." She blinked. "What?" "Good for Edward," I repeated. "Sounds like he set a high bar. Maybe you should be with someone who can meet that." Her mouth dropped. "Are you serious right now? On our anniversary?" "You're the one comparing this to Paris, Amanda. I thought this was special. Clearly we have different definitions." I signaled the waiter. "Separate checks, please." The silence from her was deafening. The waiter looked awkward but got the bills. I paid for my food and my half of the wine, about $78.50. Tipped well on my share. Amanda was just staring speechless. For once, I stood up. "Well, I'm done. Enjoy your meal." Didn't wait for a reply. Walked out. In my car, first thing, blocked her number. Then socials, everything. Drastic maybe, but I just felt done. The drive home was a blur. Made tea, just sat there. Part of me expected her at my door, but she doesn't have a key. An hour ago my phone buzzed. Unknown number. Text, "Ryan, this is Amanda using my mom's phone. WTF was that? You can't just leave me like that. Call me now, you owe me an apology and the rest of the dinner money." Haven't replied. Don't think I will. Owe her the rest of the dinner money. The entitlement, wow. Part of me is devastated. 2 years, but a bigger part feels relieved, like a weight lifted. Aita here, just needed to get this out. Update 1, it's been 3 days since the dinner incident. Thanks for the comments on my last post, helped to know I wasn't crazy. So Amanda, yeah, she didn't take the hint. The texts from her mom's phone kept coming that first night. Demands, accusations of cruelty, guilt trips about her investment in us. I didn't reply. Next day her mom, Deborah, 50, a piece of work, actually called me. "Ryan dear," she started, all sweet. "Trap." "Deborah," I said. "Amanda is devastated. She's a sensitive girl. Leaving her at a restaurant like that, callous." I waited. "She told me," Deborah continued. "And frankly, comparing your dinner to Paris was tactless, but her heart was in the right place. She just wants to feel cherished." I almost snorted. Tactless? Deborah, she called it cheap. She's been making these comparisons for months. I'm done feeling second-rate because I can't fund a Parisian lifestyle. "Oh, don't be dramatic," Deborah snapped. "Amanda loves you. You're overreacting. Call her, apologize. She's expecting you to pay for her meal, by the way. She used her emergency card. The audacity. Expecting me to pay after she insulted me? No, I paid my share. She can cover her own pasta." Deborah huffed. "Well, I never. Petty Ryan. After all Amanda's done for you. What exactly has Amanda done for me, Deborah? Besides remind me how her ex was better?" Silence. Then she muttered about me being ungrateful and hung up. Later, DMs from Amanda's friends. Stephanie, 20, Amanda's main sidekick, was aggressive. "You're a fucking asshole. She's heartbroken. You humiliated her. Cheap prick." Screenshotted, blocked Stephanie. A mutual friend, Jason, 30, messaged asking what happened. Amanda told people I'd freaked out and dumped her cruelly. I gave Jason the short, honest version, showed him the cheap comment. Jason, oof. Angel, that's rough, man. Her ex again? Sounds like you dodged a bullet. Small vindication. Kicker came yesterday. I was at my old apartment complex. I still had some mail forwarding issues there, and Amanda knew I occasionally had to pop by the leasing office to sort things out. As I was leaving, I saw Amanda's car parked nearby. She must have been hoping to catch me, or maybe her mom tipped her off. I might be there after our call. My stomach dropped. Heard her call my name. Ryan. Wait. I stopped. She hurried over, annoyed, not tearful. I've been trying to reach you. Why are you ignoring me? Did you really block me? Yes, Amanda. You can't just do that. We need to talk. You owe me an apology, and you still owe me for that dinner. It was $92.70. I have the receipt. She waved the bloody receipt, the unadulterated entitlement. Amanda, I said levelly, I'm not giving you a cent. We have nothing to talk about. You made your feelings clear. I accepted them. This is over. Over? She scoffed. You don't get to just decide that. What about my stuff at your place? Ah, the stuff. Some outfits, makeup, a hairdryer. Nothing irreplaceable. I'll box it up, I said. A friend can pick it up or I can drop it at your mom's. I want to get it myself. I want to talk. No, Amanda. I don't want you at my place. Nothing left to discuss. She tried crocodile tears. But I miss you, Ryan. Can't we work this out? I didn't mean it. Bad day. For a split second, a tiny part of me wavered. Then I remembered cheap. Paris. Texts demanding money. No, Amanda, I said gently but firmly. We can't. This isn't a bad day. It's a pattern. I'm done. She stomped her foot, like a child. Huge mistake, Ryan. You'll regret this. Only thing I regret, I said, getting into my car, is not seeing this sooner. Drove away. She was yelling something. Didn't want to hear it, wondering what her next move is. She won't let this go easily. Half expect her at my work. Boxing her stuff tonight. Every bobby pin. Need this to end cleanly, but with her understanding the gravity. Not just the dinner. The disrespect, entitlement, belittling. Not vengeful, but I don't let people walk all over me and then demand I pay for their shoes. Advice on the stuff without more drama? Or future escalations? Update 2. Alright folks, this has been a week. Thanks for the continued support. The stuff. Boxed every single thing of Amanda's. Made an inventory and took photos. After the dinner receipt stunt, I wasn't taking chances. She had a surprising amount. Clothes, books, that fancy hairdryer she hinted I should buy her. Texted her mom, Deborah, from a new temp number. Me, Deborah, Ryan here. Amanda's belongings are boxed. Pick from my doorstep tomorrow 10 a.m., 2 p.m. Otherwise, they'll be donated. Or I can drop them at yours if Amanda consents via you. Deborah, Amanda will be there, 10 a.m. and she expects to talk to you. Me, box will be outside. I won't be available, non-negotiable. Any deviation, offer rescinded. Fine, could practically hear her teeth grinding. Next morning, box on porch 9:55 a.m. Doorbell camera, best $100 spent, pinged 10:15 a.m. Amanda, alone, looked pissed. Stomped up, grabbed the box, struggled, it wasn't light. Didn't try the doorbell. Good. Wrestled it into her car. Sped off. Phase 1 done. Now, escalation and revenge. Yes, revenge. Her behavior has been so awful that simply walking away isn't enough for her to understand consequences. My revenge isn't about destruction, but about her facing public music for her actions, orchestrated by her own words. Jason, our mutual friend, was understanding. Amanda didn't like that. She and Stephanie went on a smear campaign. DMs, comments in group chats. Ryan's childish and controlling, anger issues. Dumped me for no reason, trying to paint me as the bad guy. Her entitlement became her undoing. Invite for Brian's engagement party went out via group email. Lots of our circle. Amanda hit reply all. So excited, Brian. Side note, for anyone who's heard rumors, Ryan and I are over. He had a meltdown and ended things abruptly over a silly misunderstanding. Wanted to clear the air so it's not awkward. XOXO Amanda. My jaw dropped. Meltdown? Silly misunderstanding? She was trying to control the narrative. Oh hell no. This was my moment. I'd been calm, direct, tried to disengage. She kept pushing. So I used her platform. Waited a few hours. Then I also hit reply all. My email, hi everyone, congrats Brian. Regarding Amanda's note, our relationship ended because on our anniversary dinner, Amanda called my choice of restaurant cheap, unfavorably comparing it to a Paris trip with her ex, Edward. She then demanded I apologize and pay for her meal after I paid my half due to her disrespect. This was part of a larger pattern. Constant ex comparisons, significant entitlement, her subsequent actions, demands for money, contact via her mother after being blocked, smear campaign, screenshots available. Stephanie solidified my decision. Hadn't planned to air this publicly, but since Amanda misrepresented the situation to this group, I felt it necessary to provide full context. Looking forward to a drama-free celebration for Brian. Best Ryan. Attached one screenshot, her text from her mom's phone demanding dinner money and an apology. Short, sweet, undeniable. The silence in that email chain was instantaneous. For an hour. Jason replied all, wow, just wow, Amanda. Ryan, thanks for the clarity. That's messed up. Laura, who Amanda tried to sway, replied, Amanda, that's really not okay. I had no idea. Ryan, sorry you went through that. Others chimed in, yikes, that's awful. Stephanie tried to defend Amanda, saying I was twisting things. Without specifics and with my screenshot, she looked like a desperate apologist. Someone replied to her, are we reading the same email? Proof is right there. Ouch. Amanda hasn't replied to the email chain. Imagine the meltdown. Deborah, however, managed to dig up my work email. I vaguely recall Amanda asking for it once when I helped her polish her resume ages ago. She sent a seething message. Caps lock, names, accusations of humiliating her daughter, ruining her reputation. Mostly incoherent rage. Saved it, spammed it. Brian, the host, messaged me privately. Dude, holy crap, glad you set the record straight. Amanda's been a bit much lately. Consider her uninvited if it makes you more comfortable. We want you there. Told him I appreciated it. Goal wasn't getting her uninvited, but for people to know the truth. If she shows, she walks into a room of people who know. Consequence enough. So yeah, felt surprisingly good. Calmly, with evidence, her own actions. I don't feel bad. She picked the fight, the public forum. I finished it with truth, waiting to see what happens at the party. But honestly, lighter than I've felt in months. Final update. Hey everyone. Final chapter. Life has been surprisingly peaceful. Brian's engagement party. Amanda didn't show. Jason said Stephanie tried to get Amanda to go to hold her head high, but she couldn't face it. Smartest decision she's made. I went, had a great time. No one mentioned Amanda. Normal, amazing. The reply all did its job. Fallout for Amanda was swift. Not hostility, but a definite cooling. Invitations dried up for her. People knew. Stephanie is still Team Amanda, but quieter. Deborah tried calling my work a few more times. My receptionist, bless her, was briefed and told her I was unavailable indefinitely. She eventually gave up. Heard she was complaining about how I slandered her innocent daughter. Don't think many bought it. Amanda? 2 weeks after my email, I got a letter. Stamped, physical, not an apology. Rambling, self-pitying. I can't believe you would do this. You never understood me. Edward was just an example. You took it the wrong way. Said I publicly humiliated her, ruined her social life, was cold and unforgiving. Mentioned her sacrifices for the relationship. Still waiting on that list. One line close to an apology. I guess I could have worded things better at dinner. That was it. Ended with hoping I'll realize what I lost. She'll always remember the good times. Read it. Felt nothing. Just weary confirmation I'd made the right decision. She still didn't get it. Didn't reply. Letter went into the shredder. Life for me, quiet, good. Reconnected with friends, focusing on work, gym, enjoying my space. Amazing how much mental energy frees up. Small postscript. My old apartment building manager called me last week. Apparently, a package for Amanda had arrived there. I was the sole leaseholder back then, and I guess my contact info was still on file for the unit. He explained that since it was addressed to my old unit, but with her name, and they couldn't reach her, they called me as the last registered tenant. She'd sometimes use the address when we were together for convenience. I politely explained we were no longer in contact and suggested he return it to sender or try other means if he had them. His sigh was audible. Even he sounded tired of her. So justice served? No arrests, just natural fallout. She showed her true colors. People saw. Lost a partner who was decent. Damaged her own reputation. She has to live with people knowing who she is and pay for her own damn pasta. For me, the win isn't her loss, but my peace. Reaffirming self-worth. Learned cheap isn't about price, but how you value people. Moving on, not looking back. Thanks for listening, Reddit. Helped more than you know.